Welcome into race number 2 here at Watkins Glen for the playoffs here in the round of 10. As we look over at our qualifying lap as we head down through turn number 1. And now you see us on the backstretch into the bus stop chicane. We are going to be taking a ton of curb, as you can see in this truck, as we head now down towards the carousel. Before we start this race, I would like to ask all y'all to please like and subscribe. It would mean a lot, as we just reached 200 subscribers here on the channel. And now as we go through the final couple of corners here at Watkins Glen in this qualifying lap, can we maybe put this baby on pole position as we head through the final corner, now coming off corner exit, and now back down to the start finish line. The lap is not going to be pole lap, but it's going to be a 1:14.6. And as you can see now on your screen, I did forget to show the qualifying order for the second week in a row. But as you can see, Gus Dean, John Hunter, check pause to where everyone is. As now we are in here from Watkins Glen, as we look now at the stories of the race. Jesse Little, he's been struggling all weekend in that 97 truck. Jennifer Jo Cobb, she crashed her in qualifying. She will be in the back. And now you can see the pole sitter, Johnny Sauter. He will be in the 13 truck, as he will try to get this win and lock himself into the round of 8. Everything done, though. We're going to go under the green flag here from Watkins Glen. Green flag's in the air. We're underway. As we head down towards turn number 1, already up into the 9th position, as we will head down to a heavy braking zone. Turn number 1, all over the back bumper of the 32 of Gus Dean. We're going to make it 3 wide through the middle. We will go between the 8 of John Hunter and the 32 of Gus Dean. As now we head up the hill towards the bus stop chicane. We are up into now the 6th position, battling for the 5th, easily passed. And now we're going to make it 3 wide around the outside of the 52. We will pass the 52. Can we pass the 40 before we head towards the bus stop? We actually do one better and clear the 40 now at the end of lap number 1, pretty much all over the back bumper of Johnny Sauter. As we are in that 3rd position, we're going to go down into the final corner, send it in down the inside, actually make contact with that 13 truck, who was the pole sitter, but Austin Hill's going to have the race lead. And now on the final lap of stage number 1, as you can see, we head down towards turn number 1 into the 2nd position. We're going to take a ton of the runoff area as now we head up the hill. Heading up the hill through turns 2 and 3, all over the back bumper of that 16 truck. As now we have a long straightaway before the bus stop chicane. We are going to be around the outside. We're actually going to complete the pass on the 16 truck. And now we come off the final corner to win stage number 1 here from Watkins Glen. Another playoff point for us that's going to help us in the round of 8, as we are already locked in to the playoffs for the round of 8 after that win at Chicagoland. As now you can see the final results. Pause to see where your favorite driver finished in stage number 1. We are going to pit just like every other driver and hopefully have the lead coming off. As now we look over at the point standings. 5 points separates the 32 of Gus Dean and the 3 of Jordan Anderson, as Jason White is 11 below, with Ben Rhodes 6 above and Brett Moffitt 17, as everyone else is at least 18 points above the cut line. But we're about to head back under a green flag. We do lose 5 spots on pit road due to our pit crew, as we're going to be under the green flag once again. Green flag back in the air. As we head down towards turn number 1, can we make a move, make it 3 wide? Yes, we can. Can we complete those passes we head through turn number 1? Now as we head down towards turn number 2, still side by side with that 2 of Sheldon Creed, who's actually going to clear us off the corner exit. We do hit the rear of the 2 as we head up the hill. We're going to be sideways. It's actually overcorrect. Hard into the wall. We will go on lap number 1 of stage number 2, but we're going to get it back going and continue to lose positions. Yeah, just in the 14th spot as we head now down towards the bus stop chicane. We are going to send it in very much deeply, and the 51's going to hit us. We're going to go way off track and actually gain a couple of positions and lose one right back to Jordan Anderson, who really needs these positions if he wants to make it into the round of 8. But we're going to go around the outside of him, past the carousel for the 13th position. We will get that 13th position. As now we head towards turn number 1, we're going to be around the outside of the 56. Can we somehow pass the 22 of Austin Wayne Self for that 11th position as we head into turn number 2 and up the hill? Through turn number 3, we are going to pass the 22 of Austin Wayne Self and go into the 11th position, as now we have the straightaway towards the bus stop chicane. Can we somehow complete a few more passes? We're going to send it in down the inside, hopefully past maybe 1, maybe 2 trucks, maybe a 3rd truck of Ross Chastain. We make contact with the 40 of Ross Chastain, but we do pass him for that 8th position as we do hit the wall into the carousel, but keep it straight. Now on the straightaway, you can see Eckes is gaining as we're going to be sideways and actually hit the wall and lose a position to the 18 and the 40. As now we're going to head up towards the bus stop chicane and actually going to send it in down the inside. And we are going to pass the 40 truck right back as we head down towards the carousel. Gus Dean, who's in 7th, is 9 seconds ahead of us at this point. As now we head down towards turn number 1, we're actually going to take a ton of the runoff area. We're going to get sideways and actually go around once again hard into the wall, as you can see. And somehow we got to get this truck turned around, as we're just going to pretty much just wait here and just pray for an opening, as we can't see anything. We're going to send it out and we do hit the 10, but lose a few more spots. No caution yet. And we are very sideways back as we run into the 29th position with a ton of damage to our truck. As now we head through the bus stop and into the carousel, we will go around once again here at lap number 6. It's all happening in a 6-lap time span, as we will fall all the way to the 31st position and actually go down pit road just so we can repair this damage. We will come off the pits now in the 31st position, 1 lap down, as you can see in the top left for momentarily. But we will get that free pass and be in the 31st position. We just had to fix our damage and everything, or we were just going to be screwed over pretty much, as we're all over the back bumper of Josh Resume. We're going to send it in down the inside, and we're actually going to pass him as the caution flag waves to conclude stage number 2 here from Watkins Glen. As you can see, the 99 is +6, the 32 +9, the 56 +18, the 23 +23, the 16 +24, the 52 +50, and the 13 +50 above the cut line, as Jordan Anderson, the 3 is below the cut line by 6, and the 34 is below the cut line by 12. As we're about to head back under green flag here from Watkins Glen. Can we somehow go from the 31st position to the 1st position in the final stage? Green flag back in the air at the Glen. 17 laps to go from Watkins Glen International as we head down towards turn number 1. We're going to send it in way too deep, but we are going to be in that 20th position, still battling for it, as we're up into the 19th position as we head through turn number 2. Up the hill, we're going to be behind the 45 of Ty Majeski as we head down towards the bus stop chicane. We will be right behind that 45. Actually get a huge run down the inside. We will pass him as we head into the bus stop. We're going to pass the 51 and others. We're going to make it 3 wide and then hit the 3 of Jordan Anderson. He will keep it straight as we are up into the 15th position. What a start for us, gaining 16 spots halfway through a lap and now battling with our teammates up into the 14th spot. Now passing Jordan Anderson around the outside into the 13th spot, as now we have 2 final corners in this lap here. This is only the first lap of stage number 3, as we're going to send it in down the inside of the 56 into the 12th position. How many positions can we gain on this first lap? We're still going to be side by side with the 56, though. We're actually going to get a huge run on the 38 coming off the final corner. We're going to be side by side back to the line, and we will pass for that 11th position. as we gain 20 spots in the course of only one lap, as we have 16 laps to go from Watkins Glen International. Making contact with the 22 of Austin Wayne Self, but we will get up into the top 10 as we now head up the hill as we are chasing down that 20 of Spencer Boyd. Can we somehow pass him to the inside? Yes, we will, as we will go up into the 9th position. Now with one corner left in this lap, we're going to be side by side with the 32 coming off the final corner. And now back to the start-finish line. We will have 15 laps to go from Watkins Glen, already up into the 8th position. We're going to send it down the inside for the 7th of Christian Eckes, and we will pass the 18 car of Christian Eckes as we come off the corner up into the 7th position. Now we're passing John Hardy, almost on the grass, into the 6th position. We will head as now we're taking the chicane and we're going to go sideways. What a big save for us as the caution flag will wave. I don't think the caution flag came out for us, though, but we were very sideways, you could see, and we will not pit just so we can maintain that track position already up into the 6th position, as we're going to have roughly 10 laps to go. Green flag back in the air, as we will have 12 laps to go from Watkins Glen, as we're going to send it in down the inside 3 wide. Are we going to go for the race lead? No, we will not, but we will be right behind the front 2. Into the 3rd position we will head. Austin Hill, Johnny Sauter battling for the race lead as we head through 2. Through turn 3, we will pass that 13 truck of Johnny Sauter for second. Can Austin Hill get his second win in 3 weeks in this series, as he will have the race lead, as we're going to be all over the back bumper of Austin Hill, actually head around the outside, and we will pass the 16 of Austin Hill as we head through the grass, though. Here comes the 16 of Austin Hill right back at us. He won at Gateway. Can he win at Watkins Glen? And through the bus stop chicane, we will actually maintain the race lead, heading down towards the carousel. Now here on lap number 35, here comes Austin Hill right back at us. We brake very early. Here comes Johnny Sauter now. We're going to make more contact as we head through the final corner. We make a ton of contact. The 16 gets sideways. Here comes the 13 and us in the 88. As we head back to the start-finish line, we will have 4 laps to go from Watkins Glen. Down towards turn 1, we are going to hit the 16 of Austin Hill. A ton of black smoke coming out as he will be sideways once again. That's going to give us enough time through the runoff as we're going to be around the outside. We're actually going to have to brake as we have another truck behind us. That is the 2 of Sheldon Creed. He's into this battle. He is a non-playoff contender. As now we head down this long back straightaway, may I mention, as we head towards the bus stop chicane. We actually do touch the grass a little bit. We're going to send it in through the bus stop chicane, make a more contact. We get very sideways through the chicane, and now heading down towards the carousel, we will have the race lead. And now Austin Hill, he's going to be battling once again through the final couple of corners, as we're going to head back to the start-finish line. Caution flag will wave. That means we will have a NASCAR overtime, as wow, that was shaping up to be a great finish here, as we do lose 3 spots when we pit. But we will be in the 4th position as we head back under a green flag. Green flag back in the air. 2 laps to go. Heading down towards turn number 1, all over the back bumper of the 13 truck. We're going to send him in pretty deep. He's going to get pretty sideways as we head through the runoff area into the 2nd position we will be. And now heading up through the chicane now, all over the back bumper of the 13. We're going to send it in through the 13. We make contact with the 13 as we head down towards the carousel. We even make more contact. Coming off the carousel, I will go wide, but I'm going to try to rejoin pretty safely. Yes, I will, as I do rejoin safely as we head through the corner. Here comes Sauter. He's going to be right behind us. He's desperate for a spot. So we're going to be sideways. It actually blocked the 13 Sauter from passing us, but we're going to lose a ton of track position there, as we will be in the 2nd spot, as we're going to be side by side back to the line. White flags in the air. One final time around Watkins Glen. We're going to touch the grass. We head down towards turn number 1. Sauter's going to have the race lead as we head through turn number 1, now down towards turn number 2. After all that runoff into turn number 2, a 13 of Johnny Sauter's going to have the race lead over us. He's barely going to be ahead as we head up through the hill and now onto this long back straightaway. Can we somehow pass the 13 of Johnny Sauter, or can we not? One long back straightaway. We're going to get a run towards the bus stop chicane, and we are going to brake very late. We do hit the back of the 13 of Johnny Sauter. He's going to be sideways. He's actually go around the 13 of Johnny Sauter, and Austin Hill's going to sneak through as the 23 of Brett Moffitt gets sideways. No caution yet as we come through turn number 5. As we go through the carousel, we have 2 final corners. Can we somehow pass Austin Hill in the 16? We're going to try, though, as we head through the final couple of corners. We're going to send it in very much deep through the final couple of corners. Into the final corner we will head, sending it down the inside. We're going to almost make contact with the 16, and coming off the final corner, back to the line. Austin Hill's going to lock himself into the round of 8, as we will finish second with Brett Moffitt in third. Pause to your favorite driver fish in a thriller here from Watkins Glen. The playoff standings after 2 races of the round of 10. The 88 of me and the 16 of Austin Hill are locked in, with a 52 of Stuart Friesen, 62 above the cut line, as Sauter's 56 above, Brett Moffitt 38 above, Tyler Hill 24 above, the 32 20 above, the 99 is 2 above, Jordan Anderson 2 points below, and the 34 Jason White 9 points below. We will see you next time at Bristol for the cutoff race of the round of 10.